It still astounds me how Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice is still relevant to this day with the topics that it talks about, with the topics that Jane Austen talks about hundreds of years prior to present day, and how dating, courting, family dynamics, money, lack of connections, lack of resources, and the difference in class and background and education is still so talked about and so similar to the way that she has written it. It still astounds me. I've obviously read the book. I read it quite a while ago. I reread it recently, and then I went and watched the BBC series from 1995 with Colin Firth as Darcy, and then I watched the Keira Knightley version, the 2005 film, and it's honestly like astounding to me. I mean, the book is obviously the best because you get a full, in depth overview of everything. It's detailed, and obviously in the film and the series they miss tiny bits out, but you get the general gist of the story and the characters. But it's crazy how so little has changed, even though so much has changed. Like how if you're marrying someone from a different class, how there is still prejudice and there's pride in certain family members, and how certain family members might be against your decision to marry up or down. Mostly, when you're marrying down, if you're in a higher echelon of society, like Darcy was and his aunt and some of his friends, Darcy was saying to Mr. Bingley and how he shouldn't marry down initially, and then eventually, obviously, the story changes. But it's crazy to me how timeless of a classic this is, but how ahead of its time it was, and how nothing's changed.